Joseph. Number 12, Matt Bundy. Number 17, Daniel Driver. Number 20, Daniel Lake. Number 24, Pamela Kenzie. Substitutes, number 3, Slade Stokes. Number 9, Oshia Arizawa. 13, Jacob Maloney. 15, Andrew Alley. And number 23, Ivan Ozzy. Coach is Aaron Felt. please make the teams welcome onto the park. This is round one of the National Tournament of Queensland competition. And it's Peninsula Power, our Eastern Suburbs.
After a pre-season full of prognostication, predictions and Kappa Pro Series matches, it's time to get down to business. What shapes up as the most competitive NPL Queensland season yet is underway, and the opening weekend promises plenty of drama, especially here at AJ Kelly Park. A very good evening, everyone. James Coughlin here to bring you all of the action as the two defeated 2025 semi-finalists and 2026 title contenders, Peninsula Power and Eastern Suburbs, face off on FQTV. For Pen Power, this is a club that goes into every season expecting silverware, and the boys in blue are a popular pick to lift their first trophy since the 2021 Premiership. Their recruitment matches their ambition. Speaking of ambition, few sides have gone bigger in an off-season than an East club looking to continue their meteoric rise on the men's side, and this star-studded squad will be hoping for further improvement in their maiden NPL finals run last year. Well, it is a sunny Saturday evening on the Peninsula at AJ Kelly Park. A little bit of a breeze, but pretty much the best possible conditions for round one, especially considering some of the prior round one. Let's see two captains go through the pre-game formalities. Let's meet our officiating team, starting with the referee, Zach Keenan. He'll be assisted by Connor Evans and Aidan O'Connor. And Jess Jensen is the fourth official. Let's run through the team lineup, starting with the home side, Peninsula Power, who are, no surprise, in all blue. Goalkeeper Jordan Thurtell. Number 2, Reese Gray. Number 6, Michael McGowan. 7, Kane Gibbs. 8, Josh Woolley. 10, Nia Joseph. 12, Matt Mundy. 17, Danny Driver. Number 20, Dan Leck. 21, Ethan Kovac. And 24, Connor McKenzie. To defence for the suspended Josh Phelps, while Kane Gibbs replaces Hiroshi Miyazawa, who drops to the bench. Meanwhile, for our visitors, East in their orange strip, the goalkeeper Chris Parsons, number 2 Scott Neville, 3 Alex Barnett, 4 Jack Hudson, 5 Matt Melville, number 8 Matt Rydenton, 9 Andy Pengelly, 10 Laurie Kahn, 23 Cody Maud, 24 Wee Guan Han, and 26 Carl Imanzi. Parsons back in goal after missing their last outing. The Kappa Pro Series Round 3 loss at Logan. New signings, Hudson, Imanzi and Pengelly all starting. And the impact sub, Alex Parsons, coming off the bench. And with the long shadows on the grass. Redcliffe, we are underway. NPL 2026 for Peninsula Power and Easts. And it is the home side in possession first, and Thurtell will launch it long, looking for his teammates, and it is going to be an early throw-in for the home side. Keeping an eye on how these teams line up, because as is always the case, there are a few chops and changes as the season goes along, but it does look like Penn Power are nominally sticking with the back three that we saw in pre-season. Early foul by Imanzi on Woolley in midfield. Chance for the left foot of Josh Woolley to cause some early havoc in the Eastern Suburbs box. This is one of 4 matches taking place today in the NPL men's competition. Magic United defeating Gold Coast United 3-1 earlier today in what is now a Gold Coast derby. Woolley bending ball to the back post, and an early chance for McKenzie, who sends it up in the air. It's kept alive by Leck. McKenzie on the follow-up and puts it over the crossbar, and set pieces for Penn Power. Almost off to a perfect start as we go to the replay. Curling ball, it found the boot of McKenzie. Parsons, thinking it was going out, almost caught out on the follow-up. Smart play by the new signing, Dan Leck, to keep that one in play. Will play that one back to his keeper, Jordan Thurtell, making his 44th NPL appearance for Penn Power. Gray looking at inside for Mundy, with a trio of Olympic players to make the move north this off-season, and through Manzi. Gets it to Andy Pengelly, who spent 1.5 very profitable seasons at Penn Power, winning 2 premierships for Aaron Philp and the coaching staff here. Hahn, just bundled over by Danny Driver. And the decision is corner, which perplexes a number of the Power players. Over comes Matt Rydenton to take the corner. It is a corner, as waiting to see if there might have been a subtle whistle for a free kick, but no, it is a corner for. He's coming from the near side, curling straight into the hands of Thurtell, and with the sun in his eyes. No dramas for the Penn Power shot stopper, and now will launch it long for prolific goal scorer Nia Joseph. No such luck against Alex Barnett, who looks like he's lining up on the left side of, it was almost a left wing back Barnett. Tactics Raider Al-Rakabi, the East's men's coach in his 2nd season in charge of the team, also the club football director. And a live score update as well from Underwood Park. Wolves 2-0 up over Rochdale in their clash. I believe they're now competing for a new trophy, the Swindles Maltby Cup, Rochdale and Wolves. Last night, you would have no doubt tuned in for the opening game of the season, game 1 of a lot. Moreton City 4-1 over Gold Coast Knights, and then kicking off in about 25 minutes time, Olympic and Lions at Goodwin Park as Olympic in their season. Now here is chance for Olympic as Gibbs trying to cut it back to Woolley, and now a chance for East on the break. Pengelly caught out wide and passing it to Josh Woolley. Punching tackle by Maud right in front of the East's bench. FQPL1 competition, which is also going through round 1. 5 games today. Robina City 4-0 over Ipswich FC. Sunshine Coast Wanderers and Redlands played out a 1-1 draw. Calabar trailing Caboolture 1-0 at half-time out at John Fredericks Park. Lost Strikers 1-0 up over North Star 5 minutes in, and no score between St George Willawong and Broadbeach, which has also just kicked off. Try and keep you posted on the scores around the grounds on what is the opening day of the top 2 men's divisions here in Queensland. Works wide for Gray, who is one of the fittest, if not the fittest player in the Penn Power squad. The amount of work he gets through up and down that right wing. Pretty fit. Mackenzie and Woolley not on the same page on that occasion, and Maud will take the throw in. It does look like East's setting up with, for all intents and purposes, 4 nominal defenders. Hudson, Neville, Melville and Barnett, with Maud given freedom to push forward. Very strong midfield duo of Manzi and Rydenton, as foul is committed by Jack Hudson, another former Olympic player who has moved on in the off-season. 32 games for Chris Grossman last year. And another set piece to the back post and another chance for Mackenzie. Goes wide. Woolies' radar is pinpoint today from the free kicks, and that is going to be something East are going to have to be very wary of. 7 minutes in and already a couple of brilliant chances for Connor Mackenzie. Getting on the end of a Josh Woolley free kick. Back to live pictures now as Hahn chests it down for Maud, and here is the speedy fullback getting it out to his counterpart. Maud has found his space by the byline and tracking back. Now it was Leck. Now a corner for Easts. As the entire pitch pretty much looks like it's in shade now with the sun setting behind our camera position. Coming short. There's Leck and Joseph keeping a close eye on the potential short routine. Instead, it's another set piece that's found the head of Mackenzie, but quite what East would have been hoping for from that delivery. Redemption plays it short for Laurie Cart. For Maud. Trying to get inside Leck, gets the cross in as McGowan disrupts the flight of that path. Retrieved by the captain, Barnett. You can always count on Al-Rakabi to come up with something creative for how he deploys his players, and it does look like Barnett is actually operating almost as a left wing back. So a change to how they set up that Kappa Pro Series match where they lost to Logan 5-2. As Logan booked a spot in the quarterfinals. Occasion was almost a 3-4-3. Neville, Melville and Hudson. Midfield 5, however this time it looks like it's a slight change. Hahn playing up top with Pengelly. We are 10 minutes in and a couple of chances already for Penn Power off Josh Woolley. Free kicks, finding the head of that man on the ball, Connor Mackenzie. Michael McGowan just keeps coming back for more. Cannot get enough. The NPL Queensland Michael McGowan. His 6th season at Penn Power. '84 appearances in the NPL for Penn Power to go with a lengthy resume prior to that. Of East as well, which I'll tell you about later on, because right now it's Gibbs to solve the case of the East defense, and all that was almost a beautifully worked move between Joseph and Leck. The pass just slightly overhit. Offside flag has gone up, and I think Hudson is just asking for a slightly earlier call from our officiating team. This is a rivalry that has been relatively one-sided. This is their 18th meeting in the NPL FQPL era, with 13 wins for Penn Power, just 3 for Easts. One draw, of course, the well-known clash between these two was the 2018 FQPL 1 Grand Final, the inaugural FQPL Grand Final. Dean Briggs, a first half brace, clinching a perfect season for Penn Power. They haven't looked back since. The promotion into NPL for 2019, 2 premierships and finals in every season. Big question for Phillip and Penn Power, is this the year they can finally break their semi-final hoodoo? Having fallen at the Final Four stage 7 straight seasons. That does, of course, include the finals campaign under Rick Coughlin. This is a side that goes into every year expecting trophies, and this is the squad that can deliver it, including Nia Joseph, who has a rangefinder, and it's just wide of Parsons' goal. To the replay. Interception, or attempted interception from Hahn, just broke the prolific goal scorer. 31 goals in 34 appearances last season for the Penn Power number 10. He loves playing East, scored in all 3 meetings between the 2 clubs last season. 2-0 win at Heath Park in the Kappa Pro Series. 1-1 draw here at AJ Kelly Park. Round 4 of the league, and 2-1 win at Heath Park in round 15. Gray finding space for the pass to find Gibbs, looking for the cutback. No way through. Matt Melville, former Rochdale man in his 3rd season at East. He's in the right place at the right time, but does set up for another set piece from Josh Woolley. I wonder if Mackenzie is going to be his target on this occasion. Goes the delivery again. It's deep towards the back post and nodded over the top. Another corner coming Penn Power's way, as it was Scott Neville quick to read it, and he was just measuring at the back post, making sure that no one could sneak in. Right foot delivery towards the back post, and it's Mackenzie again, and almost deflected off Imanzi, but Parsons was quick to react, and Penn Power continue to pepper the East's goal. Great opportunities coming for Power in the opening quarter of an hour. And Mundy collecting Pengelly late, and that is going to be a free kick at the very least, and East arguing the case for further sanction, and well, that was definitely late on Pengelly, as Zach Keenan is checking on the injured player. Mundy is not walking away from the incident. Get some treatment. You could hear the cry in pain as he was collected. A much hyped move for Andy Pengelly to East. A bruising start, as seen to by the physio for East, Lisa Cairns. Neville Arnsey just checking in on him. Penn Power bench just asking, and That is a red card that has been shown for Matt Mundy. He was just dismissed. Let me see. Zach Keenan talking to him, and it is a red card that has been shown for a dangerous challenge on Andy Pengelly. So, for the second game in a row, Power are down to 10 men, and Matt Mundy is sent off 17 minutes into his NPL debut for Aaron Phillips' side. Well then, how's that for a talking point to start off the new season? It was a crunching challenge on Pengelly, who is now on the sideline receiving treatment, and I saw the Power bench go up in arms, and Pengelly is back on his feet as he walks off. So now McGowan is just getting a talking to from Keenan, perhaps explaining the decision, and it looks like he's saying it was high contact on the shin. I saw the replay, and it was deemed to be dangerous enough to dismiss Matt Mundy. So, Easts with the free kick and the man advantage for 75 plus minutes. Can they capitalise? And they have a chance straight away with Hahn. And the handball is called against the Gorn Hahn. From Neville trying to catch the Power defence napping, and they all caught the handball very, very quickly. Goes to Thurtell, and that means a slight formation shift will be coming for Penn Power as they are on the defensive. Gray tracking back to intercept the pass, and advantage for the home side. Play on as Leck wide, clips it over the top, looking for Kovac, who's very centrally, and now East winning the ball back. Out to Pengelly. Power still backing there to able to unlock this East backline. Getting it back for Gray, and he's in the space in that Power midfield now, which is a man short. Mundy sent off against his former team. Big role in that 2024 FQPL Grand Final win over St George, Matt Mundy. Watching on for the rest of this one, as no Power or a man down with the way they're shifting the ball around. And a loose pass is going to be deflected to an offside Hahn. I think he knew that one straight away. No score change at Underwood Park, still 2-0 Wolves in that contest. midway point of this first half. It's a long throw from Kovac, and Mackenzie again the target on the set piece. Woolley finds his way past a trio of defenders as Kovac blazes high over the bar, and that's not going to be troubling Parsons. Goes to Neville and Rydenton. No shortage of associate A-League experience between those two. Manzi to Melville and back to the new signing Carl Emanzi from Green Gully in NPL Victoria. I feel like this pace of play definitely suits home side a little bit more, as they were with a bit more urgency in the first quarter of an hour, but it's going to involve a bit more patience, a bit more maturity in possession, which our side has no shortage of, or experience. Last touch off Cart. Throw into Joseph's unable to be corralled. Back it goes. McGowan throws it out wide, and Mackenzie has to slide in to get there ahead of the on-rushing East's player. Determined, dogged defending from Kovac, leading from the front as he'll put the pressure on. Last touch off number 21. Gully brings it down for Cunt, who gets it over to the direction of Hahn, but it's headed away. Flipped for Hahn across the AJ Kelly Park pitch. And out it goes for a Penn Power throw-in. You can see the Power bench on the right side of the screen, and it is a club that prioritises stability over everything. Aaron Philp, head coach, leading the way. Ben Ryan, the director of football. That tandem has been guiding the rise of Penn Power. Trent McAvoy, the former club captain and assistant coach. And on the left end of the bench is the milestone man today, Kurt McDonald, having his 100th match with the club. Congratulations to Kurt. Keeping a watchful eye over proceedings. Top finding Hahn again, who's just been able to get in behind that Power back line. Goes back to Maud, who's the unenviable task of getting past Kovac. Pass by Hahn, finds Maud, can't, back to goal. Need to tee up the strike on that occasion from Hudson, but he can't beat the first man. defended on that occasion by Gibbs, as Maud now sets up for the long throw. Short option taken, and it could break now for Joseph as he had a heavy touch, and aim is for a East player to have gotten a touch on the ball, not ordered by Mr. Keenan. Wolves have just gone up 3-0 in their clash with Rochdale. A strong start for a side looking to play finals football. Allowed to carry all the way over for Barnett. Beautiful pass, but that run just not timed the way East would have been hoping for, as that is flagged for another offside against Hahn. The replay tells us the assistant having a pretty good angle on that one, and got one spot on. Closing in on half an hour played here at AJ Kelly Park. If you are just tuning in, round one of the NPL Queensland competition on FQTV. James Coughlin bringing you all the action on this Sunday evening special. And that is a brilliant pass to find Gray. He's got room to deliver into the box, but cannot find a pass to get by Scott Neville. Back and playing it just behind Gibbs, who lunges in, legally so, but could still break for East as they'll to get numbers forward. And Woolley slides in and takes the ball right off the toes of Hahn. Manzi searching for a passing lane, can only find one directly back for Neville. Lord. Back. Right Enton. Can't. Mackenzie is adamant there was an offside to be given. No whistle as yet. No raised flag on the far side. Back to Manzi, and it is all very, very static right now from East. Not a whole lot of movement in front of the man on the ball. Neville play it to Kant, not a back to Pengelly. Barnett finding Rydenton, curling ball towards the back post as it's read by Thurtell, who smartly just palms it away. Regathers. They're kicked off in the men's match at Goodwin Park. 12 minutes of normal time remaining in the first half. It's still scoreless at AJ Kelly Park. Dan Leck and Kane Gibbs just engaging in some discussions. Continuing FQPL 1 action. Capalaba have scored an equaliser against Caboolture. 20 minutes to go in that game. St George Willawong lead over Broadbeach, and it almost broke for Pengelly. Get a clean strike away. Pinball. Around is Gray takes the throw in. In the feature NPL women's match at Goodwin Park, 0-0 draw between Olympic and Lions in that one as well. Hudson. The pass to Maud, and Hahn working it centrally for Imanzi. Barnett uses up his options, gets it to Kant, and this is where East will look to make the most of their extra man. Imanzi feeling like Gibbs might have been heavy in that challenge. Working it around Penn Power as Pengelly gets in behind Driver. And Arna's fouled. I think it's Leck in back play. Let's see what the replay has to tell us. So keep an eye on Hahn going through pitches. Woolley just had a little lash out at Hahn in that passage of play, and Hahn came back at him. So Hahn is going to get a yellow card, and Woolley is admittedly a little lucky, I think, to escape sanction for that outstretched arm early on. But, as is always the case, they catch the second person. So a yellow card for Wee Guan Hahn. Threatening to simmer over as tensions and tempers start to rise. It is going to be a Penn Power throw in. I think it's miscommunication about the awarding as Keenan just making it clear it is a throw in. And Al-Rakabi just encouraging his charges to keep their heads. Race to get back to it is Leck. He gets it to Driver, and no luck on the pursuit for Kant. Kovac on that occasion, which is no easy feat. Some of the Power natives are getting a bit restless. serve by Rydenton. It's for support to present itself. Trying to work the 1-2 on that occasion, but Pengelly just a bit slow to react for the return pass. With another key header to cut out the pass. Power just relieving the pressure, getting it to the east half. Coming into 2026 with lofty ambitions. Our unanimous pick to make the finals in the FQ season preview, which came out on Thursday. It's available on the Football Queensland website. While East, after making the semi-finals last year and the buzzsaw, otherwise known as Moreton City, will be looking to potentially compete for higher honours this season, and Woolley went right in on Hudson, but advantage played for East. To play board in, but Kovac with the lead block, and that is going to be a yellow card on the follow-up for Woolley. He was a bit lucky to escape one earlier, but not on this occasion. Josh Woolley, the pen power veteran. With the club for every FQPL and NPL season. Find Ward in a bit of space as he'll stop his run and made the return pass for Ward, and towards the penalty spot is cut out by Driver, and now Power starting to find themselves under a fair bit of pressure. Gray going to find space for clearance, and it's going to be a long evening for Nia Joseph now, as he's going to be faced with the unenviable task of getting past that back three for East, almost on his own. East and Melville plays it through. Pengelly with 3 power plays around him, gets the pass away. Backing down from these challenges are Power as Kovac and Rydenton. Just get a quick word from Zach Keenan. As the experienced ref you really need in a fixture like this. Keep a lid on the simmering tensions. Rydenton around Imanzi. Handball is given against Rydenton, who'll still take the rangefinder anyway. They score at Goodwin Park through 14 minutes. And we're into stoppage time at Underwood Park, still 3-0 Wolves on that occasion. Thurtell gets the hurry up, and I think Power are quite in the spot where they're grinding out the clock for a draw. He's tripped up as well, you can hear some of the East supporters asking about a potential booking for Gray for the, well, let's not call that a shot. The other real stoppage we had in the first half was for that challenge injury and eventual red card to Matt Mundy. Stands, Power have withstood East, gaining more and more control in the half hour or so since that one incident. Over the top, finding Rydenton, who went for the spectacular and may wind up on the end of season blooper reel after kicking it into his own face. I suppose he gets some points for trying. And that will be the end of an eventful first half, which saw Penn Power reduced to 10 men after Matt Mundy was sent off in the 17th minute. Doing a strong start from Penn Power. Mackenzie had a couple of chances from the set pieces. From there, a whole lot more to report on. We're going to step away and be back with the second half after these messages. You're watching round 1 of NPL Queensland on FQTV.
Alright, we've drawn our half-time prize from the gate. If you've got a ticket, it's a blue ticket. A48. A48. You collect your prize at the bar upstairs in the function room. That's a blue ticket, A48. You won the prize for the gate. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank our major sponsors for 2026. Rapid Line, Furniture, Skyfleet Hino, Rate International Freight, Fast Track Home Loans, KPI Sports. Also thank all our partners for coming along this evening to celebrate our partners event for round one of the National Premier League Queensland competition. Welcome back to the second half here at AJ Kelly Park. Half-time score, Peninsula Power nil, Eastern Suburbs nil.
Well, we are back for the second half of this NPL Queensland Round 1 clash between Penn Power and Eastern Suburbs. James Coughlin bringing you all the action on FQTV on this Saturday evening special for the opening weekend of league fixtures. There it is, East in their orange kit, going from left to right on your screens. Very pleased to have your company, however you are tuning in, and you will notice that score bug up in the top left. Penn Power were reduced to 10 men in the 17th minute as Matt Mundy was sent off for a strong and late challenge on Andy Pengelly. And by the looks of it, these two teams are unchanged from the end of the first half. Pressure on Leck. It's Power evading the pressure. That's allowed to run. Pengelly getting it to Rydenton, looking for the slide rule. Pass through for Hahn. It's taken away from goal, and the block is made by Mackenzie, who has been arguably Penn Power's busiest player, but check out that pass from Rydenton again, straight through the two defenders, and Hahn was just taken away from the play. And the tightening of the angle was enough. So, oh, that is well saved by Thurtell, as I think that one was actually goal bound. Let's see if we can quickly squeeze in the replay before the corner is taken. It's Rydenton with a flat delivery, and Thurtell had to play at that one. Bring the around the ground scores momentarily, because it is a set piece coming for East. Rydenton again with the curling ball, goal bound, punched away by Thurtell, and Maud battling with Joseph for the ball as Joseph will win the free kick. A long way back to take it at the spot of the infringement. So just confirming the scores in the completed matches so far in NPL Men's Round 1. Moreton City 4-1 over Gold Coast Knights last night. Magic 3-1 over Gold Coast United earlier this afternoon. Just gone full time at Underwood Park. Wolves 3-0 over Rochdale. And the other match currently in progress, 35 minutes played at Goodwin Park. Sam Cogan has given Olympic the lead over Lions, and it's a free kick for the home side. Just having a little tug on the back of Gibbs's jersey. This is where Power were so dangerous in the first half. The set pieces with Josh Woolley delivering, and we know Dan Leck has a excellent right foot as well. Mackenzie is currently between 6 East's players. It's the primary target. It's Leck with the low ball this time, no way through Pengelly. Gray evading the attention of Hahn, getting it to McGowan, back with Gray. Leck sizing up his options. It's now back to Gray. He's got a fair bit of orange in front of him. So Gibbs takes on the shot from range, and fades away from goal of Chris Parsons. Parsons played 25 games for East in all competitions last season. 5 clean sheets, 4 in the league, 1 in the Kappa Queensland Cup. Say that despite playing a large portion of this match with the extra man, Easts have really been able to capitalise on that advantage. Chance for Gray to wind up the long throw. Slight breeze at his back. It's straight at the 6-yard box, headed away by Neville. Second chance for Gray, this time with the right boot. Fallen for Leck outside of the foot shot and straight into the hands of Parsons. A heavily changed Eastern Suburbs side to the one that went to the semi-finals after their 4th place finish regular season in 2025. Bailey Ferguson was signed to Auckland FC for the Oceania Champions League, but he was named in the Isuzu Ute A-League Matchday squad for the Black Knights in their local derby earlier today. Daniel Diaz is on to Gold Coast Knights. Shinsei Osaka, Theo Corenzo and Phil Larsam are all at Logan. And Jordan Aussie, St George Willawong. Way through with that long throw. Amanzi with the header. And Kovac to go on an amazing run as he could not keep that one in. Goal kick, Parsons wasting no time. Perhaps he should have wasted a little bit more time as still rolling. He'll take it again. We've got quite a few new signings in their matchday squad today, East. We've already run through Alex Parsons on the bench, as well as Pengelly, Hudson and Imanzi in the starting lineup. Also Daiki Kusunoki, the Japanese attacker, in the matchday squad, and John Zervos from St George Willawong was involved in the 23s match earlier today. Muscled by McKenzie. That is a strong left side in every sense of the word for Penn Power. McKenzie is called in for the suspended Josh Phelps, who is serving the first of a 2-game ban for his red card against Brisbane City in the Kappa Pro Series quarterfinal last Thursday night. And went to penalties. Joseph from the spot in the 74th minute gave Penn Power the goal, and then Asim Sahovic with the 94th minute equaliser. And in the shootout, Brisbane City were perfect. 5 for 5, and Penn Power could only manage 3 of their 4 attempts. Joseph and Gibbs successful. Ivan Aussie saw his attempt saved. Reeds Gray scored on his penalty. little injury there for one of the East players. Just off camera at the moment. It was Hudson. Can't see anything in the challenge. I wonder if it possibly just rolled on the halfway line. Anyway, Jack Hudson is down right now. Hudson is limping back into place, and Michael McGowan says, "Mark me, I dare you." Yeah, that's the target of the long throw. It doesn't quite reach the central defender, and number of bodies on the floor, and that strike will just roll wide. East now perhaps starting to try and pick up the tempo of this match. Barnett able to keep it moving. It's tempted to be gathered by Kant, but Power defending in numbers, and Manzi gets the foul on Leck, and Power quick to surround the referee, asking for a yellow card, but Kovac had rounded the keeper, but the offside flag has gone up against the American, and you can hear what the assistants on the deck at AJ Kelly Park think about that. And the replay doesn't really give us the angle we need for a definitive opinion. The way this match is unfolding, Power more than holding their own, and you wouldn't know they're down to 10 men at the moment. Goes to Hahn. Back inside for Imanzi, and he's just working their way from right to left, keeping that Power defensive structure moving laterally. It's again just looking very static from East in attack. Sit behind the ball and absorb the pressure and wait for moments like that, which a wayward pass. Gray gets it to Leck, and he's now pressured. It could break for Kant in the box. Last touch off McGowan. Corner for the visitors. That time, pressing from Easts. Looks like it might produce some dividends. Lofted ball over the top of Thurtell, and the header cannot be directed goalwards. And that was Pengelly, I think, at the back post. It was. I'm not sure he was expecting it to reach him over the outstretched hand of Thurtell, but we tick past the hour mark. Score remains 0-0. Out it goes for a East throw-in there. Getting it over to Melville. East still trying to find a way through. Over the top, just out of the reach of Hahn and Kovac. Hudson taking some liberties with the placement of the throw-in. Just another little tug on the jersey of Gibbs, and the free kick is given. And well, there's Gibbs and Leck both asking for a yellow card, trying to influence Keenan's mind. First time I've seen a couple of power players do that. Too common occurrence in football. As Willie slipped as he still got an excellent delivery in, finding the head of Leck. Manzi trying to escape McKenzie. Through Willie on that occasion. Joseph is in a tough spot there against the central defenders for Penn Power. He's cutting a lonely figure at the point of Power's attack. Down by Cart. But it's left for Rydenton, and Well, calls for a handball, not heeded by Keenan, and it may well have struck the arm on that occasion. Some digging on the stats. This is third time in the last 4 seasons there's been a red card in Penn Power's round 1 match. As Cant will size something up from range, no way through Gray. So 2023, home against Sunshine Coast Wanderers. Sahavdic was sent off in a 2-1 loss to Sunshine Coast Wanderers. 2024 against Lions. No one was sent off as Lions won 3-0 on that occasion. And then last year, 2 players for Brisbane Roar, or what is now Brisbane Roar B, were sent off in round 1. Luke Neuenhoff and Noah Mayoroni were dismissed. Power ran away 4-0 winners on that occasion, so no shortage of red cards for Penn Power matches to start the season. There's also a chance for Penn Power to start the season at home yet again. Now Rydenton in space, looking for a lane to try and feed Pengelly. It's Hahn. Tries to go through the players. Flex off Gray. He's starting to turn the screws. Last touch off Willie. Could fall for Hahn. Beautiful save by Thurtell to keep Easts at bay. And a fortuitous break for Wee Guan Hahn cannot be capitalised on. Last touch off Willie. And from that range, that is a spectacular save from the Penn Power custodian.
Substitution for SSO, that's number 10, Lawrence Cant, replaced. Number 11, Alexander Parsons.
There you go, the change for Penn Power.
7,
Murray Cant is replaced by Alex Parsons. And Kane Gibbs is replaced by Reece Messina, who is on for his 50th NPL appearance for Penn Power, as header from Maud goes wide. Pretty handy substitute for East to be able to call on as well. Alex Parsons, new signing, having most recently been with Cliftonville in Northern Ireland. 39 A-League appearances and 5 goals for the Brisbane Roar. 8 appearances and 1 goal for Sydney FC. That 1 goal was a 90-something minute equaliser against the Roar. What, from memory, was Warren Moon's final match in charge. And Pengelly cannot get that one goal bound. decision is a chance for East with a free kick. Or a throw-in. Not sure Kovac was entirely sure there either. After ball in the box looking for Lek. Instead it finds Kovac on the bounce. Minutes remaining. Do we have a breakthrough to come in this contest? And now a chance there, and Power strike with 10 men. They have the breakthrough that was threatening early on, and now against the run of play, a bullet from range. And the 10 men of Penn Power have their breakthrough. And it was Reese Gray. He's been so industrious. It's his first goal of the season. And boy, will that feel good for Penn Power. They can now just sit back and absorb the pressure from Easts. As Parsons get on the ball. Flat by McGowan, and there's the chance for Pengelly. He's starting to rack up those chances. He's headed straight at Thurtell. Neville just keeping an eye on Joseph, and coached by Joseph to win the throw-in. Goal scorer Gray happy to take his time right now as McGowan comes forward. Power subs watching on. And with the optimistic strike from range, we'll go out for a throw-in on the opposite sideline. Quite clean contact on that one. East now have 16 minutes. Frustration boiling over there for Parsons. A little bit late on Woolley on that occasion. So, quality of chances created. Power good value for the lead right now. First time pass out for Gray. He'll try and switch it back to the left. Heavy touch by Maud as he just got there ahead of Kovac. Hahn. Manzi back to Hahn in the centre circle. It's Neville to Rydenton. Can he find a way to unlock? A wasted opportunity for Easts. In back play, no foul given by Pengelly. Looks like there may be some more changes being prepared on the East's bench. Leck looks like he has stayed on side. Flag has stayed down, now looking for the cutback, and well, the first attempt from Messina was blocked. Really not backing down from those challenges, despite being on a yellow card. Tracking back well. Space for Imanzi. That pass is well read by Kovac. He set up the first goal and can't find a way around Hudson on that occasion, but down a man, up 1-0. That's a net victory for Penn Power. Towards the back post, it's over the top of everyone. Barnett quick to recover, but a loose pass falls for Leck, and oh, that was so close to something special from Dan Leck. Way to announce himself for Penn Power after a stint at Olympic. Read by Gray as it's it to Joseph. Melville wins the battle for the ball right in front of the Penn Power coaches bench. midfield. Power, and it's almost like a kick it down into the other team's area, like in rugby, but Parsons quick to regather. 10 minutes of normal time remaining at AJ Kelly Park. This tense round one clash between the 2025 semi-finalists, Penn Power and Easts. More changes to come. There it is. Alex Barnett withdrawn. Coming on is... Oh, and Matt Rydenton also coming off, so two notable changes, and you can see Clement Gordon coming on in number 18. I believe Patrick McMahon is the other player to enter the fray. Clement Gordon, 3 goals in the Kappa Pro Series. And Patrick McMahon, the other substitute for Raider Al Rakabi.
Substitutions for number 3, Alexander Barnett. Number 8, Matthew Richardson. Placed by number 17, Patrick McMahon.
Bodies in attack for East.
18, Clement Gordon.
Gordon quite on the same wavelength as Maud. This is where the experience that Power has from back to front will be so valuable. Kovac, and no way through Neville. Parsons. Let's see, pass away for McMahon. Now Hahn, the byline, gets it back for McMahon. For Parsons at the back post, but no such luck for Alex Parsons on that occasion. Patrick McMahon, 5 under-23 goals last season, and 6 first-team appearances. And I believe, is that correct, made his debut in the round 15 fixture between these two sides. Down for Maud. Amanzi to Neville, and he'll try and kickstart an East attack. Space for McMahon, but Power back in numbers very quickly. They know they just have to hold on over the next 6+ minutes. Right now they're almost inviting East to attack them. Daring them to take a chance now. The pass is too far ahead of Maud. That header gets it infield for Parsons, and McGowan on the follow-up. Exactly where to play the ball. Still 1-0 between Olympic and Lions in that match as well. Once this one's done, you can flick over to the conclusion of that match on FQTV. If you're tuning in, Hahn in space, he's got McMahon in support, plays it to the youngster. Legally so. And he's out for a power throw-in. Time continuing to tick away for East as they search for an equaliser on what has been a disappointing night at the office so far for them. Really able to capitalise on their man advantage, and just when it looked like they were getting a foothold in this fixture, they ended up conceding a goal at the other end of the pitch. Ray. Just holding off two players. Hahn tracking back to win the ball back. You look at you just wouldn't expect East to be the one playing with the extra man. It does not look like they're finding avenues through on that occasion. Or pretty much on any occasion over the last 70 or so minutes. It just has not quite clicked for them tonight. For power, it's one of 22 for them in the league, but that card aside, there is a lot that Aaron Philpin staff will be happy with, knowing that they have, well, I haven't done it the pretty way. That's a fair summary so far, but it hasn't been a game for style points. It's just been a game for 3 points at the moment. Unless East have something up their sleeve. What can Gordon deliver? For McMahon as tries to work his way through. Here is Parsons. We know what he can do with his left foot. And plays it straight into Pengelly. That Neville lining up a strike from range, and he cannot put it on target. Power play is happy to ask the question of the ref, and McGowan says to McKenzie, please don't say anything stupid at this point. Just went wide. And Thurtell getting the hurry up now. One minute plus stoppages remaining. Will be a gritty victory for Penn Power right now. Messina earns a throw in by closing down Melville. And now time for the team meeting to work out which power player will be taking the throw in. And now in stoppage time. And Messina just thumps it onto the spare pitch behind Parsons' goal. So Parsons gets spare football and gets us back underway. Tansey has been solid defensively in his NPL Queensland debut. Cannot get the ball out from underneath his feet. Tansey not in any rush to take the throw in. Sprays it out to Ray. I think there's a space. He'll get it to Messina, who's happy to go to the corner. Played off Melville, but it's not the intended result, as it's now back at the feet of Hudson. He launches it long, looking for Pengelly, who is struggled to score at this venue, which is a rarity on his resume. Scored 4 goals for Penn Power against Easts. Away the free kick after clattering into Woolley from behind, and Woolley has stayed down after that one. To be a relatively innocuous challenge live. Let's see what the replay says. Oh, I think he landed right on that knee. But he is now back on his feet and walking away from the free kick spot. Woolley burn a few extra seconds off the clock, just working out like it might have just been a bit of a stinger. That's 3 minutes of stoppage time played. How much more to come? I can't imagine too much. He's approaching last chance saloon for Easts. Barn. Wasteful pass to Leck, and that gives Power the ball, and Messina, like a fly half, will down the sideline and play the territory game. Here's Parsons. Ward, Parsons. Well, he got a touch on that attempted delivery into the box. And that is retrieved. One eye on Zach Keane as East. One more forward foray. Hahn gets there ahead of Kovac. A loose pass. It is job done for the 10 men of Power. And Maud and Kovac exchanging words at full time. They were reduced to 10 men in the 17th minute. Matt Mundy sent off for a challenge, and it is fairly heated at full time. Plenty of words for Andy Pengelly as well, who drew a blank on his league debut for East, and he looks too impressed with the dialogue with some of the East, with some of the Penn Power players. So happy to let him know he couldn't score on them tonight. And Kovac is continuing to chat with Cody Maud, but it is Reece Gray's goal that separates these two sides. Keep an eye on the follow-up from that match. That is going to do it from AJ Kelly Park tonight. These stats will tell you the story of the match. I'm James Coughlin. Thank you for your company. We're back with more NPL Queensland action on FQTV later. Good night.